picking out clothes, figuring out what to wear, figuring out how you should look when you walk out the house is a thing that we do each and every day. Each and every day we figure out what we want to look like and what we want people to see us in. But something that God has been showing me is, what are your intentions when you are choosing what to wear? So I've always loved fashion. This was my 16th birthday, and I chose this nice tight-fitting dress that was so cute. This was my senior year of high school, and I was 17, and dresses were my thing. They were quick and easy. And then I went off to college and started to party, and I wore fishnets. This was actually a Halloween party. This was a bodysuit that I actually wore the summer that I came home after my freshman year of college. Very tight fitting. This was my 18th birthday. It was actually shorts under there, so I thought this was just appropriate. This was another Halloween party I went to, and that was also tight fitting to my body, and I wore another pair of fishnets. This was my 19th birthday. I wore this crop top with this pleather dress. And then this was also my 19th birthday. The back in this bodysuit was completely exposed. And this was my 20th birthday. And the thing is, I always thought that I dressed okay. This was also when I was 20 years old, and it was just a bodysuit, but I thought that I dressed pretty okay. I certainly didn't dress too revealing, but I went from that to this, so I knew when to switch it up and when to cover up, but my mind still was that I wanted to look nice. I wanted to show off my figure. This was a tight fitted dress that I wore my sophomore year. This was my 21st birthday, so another tight fitting dress that was kind of short. And then I had a second outfit that I wore at my dinner, which was a less exposing. But the previous picture, I was at a club. Then I would switch it up. Like I said, this was actually at a concert that I went to. So I thought I was dressing pretty okay. I would wear crop tops here and there because I felt like showing off my body was not a problem at all. And this was my 21st birthday. As you can see, my shirt was really like exposing a lot of my skin. The back was cut out, deep cut in the front, lace on the sleeves, and this was also a bodysuit, so very tight fitting to my body. And you can see my overall outfit here in this video. This was my 21st birthday, but I still would switch it up. This is the same year, but I tried to make sure that I still was being fashionable, but I still was showing off the parts that I wanted to show off, and I didn't think I was exposing too much. And I thought I didn't dress as bad. Like, some people exposed a lot more than me, so I thought that I just dressed pretty okay. This was the summer of 2019. I went to a party, and my stomach was completely out. This was also when I went to a club. You can see the sheer there. It was a full bodysuit, very tight fitting to my body. This was the summer of 2019. So I started to change up the way I did dress. I didn't party at all anymore, so I didn't have a desire to dress like I was going out. But I started to change up the way I dressed, and my style started to change. It started to mature in my eyes. But I started to switch up the way that I dressed and what I wanted to look like. And then I went into 2020 with the attitude that I wanted to be on fire for God and walk in that path. And I still wore questionable stuff. This was 2020 in the winter. And this was the summer of 2020. But I started to switch up and I started to get better. My mindset started to change and I started to be more conscious about what I was exposing and what I was presenting myself like to the world. And this was when I graduated. I started to expose less and less of my skin and be way more conscious about what I was wearing. And it took time for me to really view it as I'm presenting my body to people as a daughter of Christ. In 1 Timothy 2:9-10, it says, I also want the women to dress modestly, with decency and property, adorning themselves not with elaborate hairstyles or gold or pearls or expensive clothes, but with good deeds, appropriate for women who profess to worship God. So I started to think, if I profess to worship God, is what I'm putting on portraying that? Is it glorifying God? In 1 Corinthians 6:19-20, it says, do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit who is in you, whom you received from God? You are not your own. You were bought at a price. Therefore, honor God with your bodies.